Jungle love is driving me mad. It's making me crazy. So, GM Jeffrey Ball, where are we headed today?
Caca, bitches.
See, I've had Jungle Boogie stuck in my head all day.
Jungle Boogie. Jungle Boogie. Guitar player in my band wants to do that song.
That's some good funk.
It's a bit different.
That's some good funk. That's
danceable, though.
Yeah, I love funk, man.
Oh,
Funk and disco. I don't know what it is. Just hits so right.
Because it was in the soul.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Now there's an idea for a bard.
All right, now here's the question. Name that species.
Ooh, the funk bard?
Ooh, likes
Funk
to get
bard.
it on. Grooves at 100% efficiency. Wants to grind your gears. It's the construct.
Just tune a mandolin into the high E, and you get that bow 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 bow. You got funk, man. It's, not that hard.
Yeah, it's something about having a robot do the robot.
They just make it look so effortless.
He's cheating. He's running algorithm.
Construct is a thing now, and as well as Clockwork.
Hey,
Clockwork. Reading up on
Joe tonight.
I think he's up at the cottage because I know he wants me to give him a ride home Tuesday night, and with Rogers being down across Canada, he might be a victim.
He is a victim.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So
He's probably trying to send us text, but wait, check for smoke signals. I'll be back.
it's funny. I was just looking on.
Smoke signals in. Joe can't get us.
No, the house next door to you is on fire. It has nothing to do with Joe, dude.
Oh, it's okay. They called 911, but turns out they're with Rogers.
Actually, the emergency service number is still operated.
No, it's actually not.
Oh, it's not?
No, it is not actually. Use another server provider or use a landline. Thank you. Please call again. So our emergency services in Canada, PSA, use somebody else other than Rogers.
Does anybody know what happened?
No one knows
Did he
yet.
drop the
But
bomb?
my assumption is that someone didn't give Nelson enough of the whipped cream, and he's disabled all the securities, and he's running away with all the embryos from the dinosaurs as we speak. Because not everyone knows this. Canada is actually Jurassic Park.
Yes. We are one of the front runners.
Nedry!
We're the ones who invented the spider goats. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's true.
Okay, I vote to burn Canada to the ground now.
Can't, we're frozen. Thought of that one already.
Actually, to
You can burn
harvest
anything.
a woven
fun.
material that is 100 times stronger than Kevlar.
I don't care if it's 1,000,000 times stronger than Kevlar and it'll save lives.
That's the
Nothing
intent,
good
I'm just
comes
saying.
from spiders. Nothing
Spider
good.
goats. Spider goats.
All right, you know what? You attack us, we're going to send one spider goat to you, Aiden, specifically. So I encourage this attack to not happen for your own well-being.
This is a threat of terrorism. Thank you very much.
Now, what setting would spider
There's nothing
goats fit
political
better
about
in?
this.
Star
This is
Wars
mono a mono.
or Pathfinder?
See what happens when Joe doesn't show up? His calming, quiet presence. You guys are just spun out of control.
He's our anchor, and you know this.
I was just listening
Joe
to
is the rock in which we stand.
season 1, episode 12, and it happened to be a Joe-less episode. Very rare. And you guys are tromping around Citadel Eldraine, and I'm trying to put on this spooky. You just found the Pentagram room, and Alec Stronghand, or what his name was, and I'm trying to say that like the worship and everything had permeated the stone, and you guys are doing stone checks and all this stuff. And Frank decides that by simply, as soon as you guys found out about the deed, by simply claiming the deed and renaming the entire citadel something nice, you could wash all the Asmodeus away. And he mumbled something like, "Castle Sparkly Unicorn Farts." That's the new name. I'm curious. Who,
Sparkly unicorn farts.
yeah, like who? Sparkly Unicorn Farts was the Castle Sparkly Unicorn Farts. Thank you. Who was the first dwarf to get his hands on that deed?
Suff. S-U-F. Suff.
I have not let the deed leave my possession. Thank you very much.
No, who found it on the table? I'm just curious, because if he's the first guy to lay mitts on it, maybe, there's a banner. Thanks to the goblins. Welcome to Castle Sparkle.
I don't recall who found it. It was probably me with my excellent skills of perception.
Or maybe me. I find all the things, including all the traps.
And I'm sure I would have told them if they touch it, they'll be cursed. Best leave arcane matters to me.
It would be
Okay, man, could you lean into your arcane microphone a bit? I'm getting a lot of echo from you and Willems tonight. Doug,
How are you?
Welcome to the show.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too bad.
Are you you're still here? Perhaps Glug Glug, during his hesitation moment, stays with the party a little bit longer?
Maybe I snuck off in the woods so that I can ambush him later.
Oh,
No.
okay.
We're all sleeping in the cabin now.
I'm real
Okay.
quiet in this full plate armor. Is super quiet. I'll be so stealthy.
Okay.
Low
In
grapple.
an alternate universe, there's a Glug Glug who's standing outside the cabin with a stereo over his head going, "In your arms, the light."
Speaking of shout-outs, I want to give a special shout-out to JS Miniatures. You can find him on YouTube. This guy reached out to us, and I checked out his channel, and he's got some really good, you get into his later videos, has the time-lapse speed, so you can see him crafting a mini, really fast. But instead of 3D printers like Ryan has, dude, takes little pieces of wire, clips them with pliers, and just starts folding and bending and painting and doing ye old style screw
Oh,
Peter.
that's art. Oh, that's art.
Oh, it's good. It's good stuff.
Handcrafting from clay.
Well, Mr. JS offered to do your characters and ship them to us in exchange for a collaboration of not just mentioning him. I said, dude, I'll do more than just mention you. There's going to be commercials. There's going to be in-character drops. I mean, have you seen us? We overemphasize sponsors and things, and they really have no longer any interest in us, and we're still mentioning and beating dead horses. So
You told him we're clinging to sponsors, right? No.
Well, I did ship him off some imagery in our up-and-coming Outlaws of Alkenstar, the All Guns No Glory podcast. Joseph Davis is going to play an inventor, new class, and he's playing a catfolk inventor. So he's got this catfolk looking with the leather apron and the puffy sleeves, and also in full cowboy hat. He sent us memes all week long teasing me. He says, "Meowdy, everybody," stuff like that. So since he had the artwork they actually commissioned, is already in love with this character, I sent this off to JS or whatever. And we don't want to overwork the poor guy, but I will say this: I will work out some stuff with shipping or whatever. But if he sends me one smoke fur, I won't take it. I'll send it, I'll have him send it to Joseph. If he sends an Albric, I'll take it and just walk it over to run it by Matt's house. But
we can do some photogrammetry, scan it, so then we can reproduce it en masse via 3D printing.
yes, but I'm sure you guys would like to keep the originals.
Oh yeah, well we'll.
I'm not going to hoard them on my shelf. Going, yeah, this is the type of thing. I would actually be so nice as to try to get.
But it would be
you
cool to
guys
see the party together.
Yeah.
Just saying, that would be kind of.
Well, that'll be on you. What kind of discount? This guy's going to give me minis for free, Messsina. What kind of discount are you going to give me? Paid heavily through the nose for Messina's minis last time. Not that they were totally worth it, but this guy's giving me stuff for free.
Shipping?
He's been replaced. I don't know. We'll see. We're working it out. Anyway, on with the show. Gentlemen, we do not have a resident rules lawyer, which probably makes Doug scared because now he's at my mercy.
I'm always at your mercy, Jeff.
I was kind of hoping you guys got in the chat early and was working out the things that on Doug's character sheet that he asked me to do that I did not have time to do this week because it's been crazy.
Well, we worked a few things out, but I don't think you want to talk about them now.
Okay.
Just moved to Canada. That's all we were talking about.
No, it's on fire.
Move to Canada. Move to Canada.
Aiden got here first.
They have
It's on fire.
friendly eyes.
We have friendly eyes.
And very poutine fries.
We're really sorry, but you're gonna like it here.
Now that is the most Canadian thing I've ever seen. Sorry, but you are going to like it. You're going to want to stay. Thanks for visiting. Sorry if you want to stay.
No, I think my character's in pretty good shape. I would like to get the icons and from the other one because that portrait was better. I couldn't find that portrait again, and the mini that you're using for me, I definitely like. So
Okay.
I have a placeholder on the rebuild character sheet, but other than that, I think I'm playable.
All right. Well, we're live. We're 10 minutes in. Banter, I think, is wrapped up nicely. Let's get on with it, shall we? So the scene comes down. Do you guys notice I put a big bloody red X in one of the hexes here?
I see that. Yes.
That is where you are. So there's no debate.
It's two parasaurs laying on top of each other.
That's exactly, yeah.
That's the view from space. That's how big they were, folks. We are savages.
He's
Full savages. Very full.
We're pretty tasty.
Who's roasting up the
Wings?
Brontosaurus?
Who wants some
rib
wings?
set, or the Pterosaurus?
Oh, the barbecue. Oh, you guys did that because remember we
Let's
got
do
into the. You guys got a day of healing next day, and the orcs were going to leave. Now, Lake Lorca or Orca, wherever it is here in the jungle. It's just very far east of your current position. I was having a look at the broader map of Moagi Expanse, and the thing's riddled with rivers and little lakes.
Yep.
And we're like in one secluded little area.
Our own little corner of the jungle.
Actually,
Just
it's the elves'
wheel
corner.
it
You're
up.
trespassing, but they
We
have
are
a
not.
problem.
We have express permission. We're helping the elves. Thank you very much. We're
You
heroes.
you have a permit. No, I'd like to see. I'd like to see that. You guys like show up and just start asking monsters for permit, and they get all
Random
confused. Like
elf shows up.
Scooby-Doo.
Do you have a permit to be hunting monsters here? What?
Dude, I am totally gonna pull that. I need one of you guys to show up on a Monday night and just play a random NPC, and totally mess up the rookie crew. Just have the show go. Do you have a permit for those guns? Huh? No. This is Elkinstar. Everybody needs permit. Only 90%. You know, like, what?
Yeah.
Have them freak out.
Anybody have gunpowder on you? It's a party of like gunslingers. Like, maybe a level.
A few.
I'm holding on to it for a friend.
I saw the archetype called the Gun Phenom, and it's like a juggling, twirling gun guy.
Yep.
Right up your alley there, Ryan.
Ooh, Kip
Yeah.
could be reborn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm looking at this guy going, oh yeah, I forgot about cowbolts. So, with Doug extending his cameo, I suppose Dungeons and Sons will have to wait a little bit longer, but that gives us a chance to dig in and grind through this jungle all the quicker with or without Joe. So, next day, how are we looking for hit points? I know you get your level, plus your con modifier, or times your con modifier, one or the other.
I'm sure that Joe would do his channel heal thing and get us all back up to tippy top shape.
I feel comfortable leaving Spiegler, Stefan Oakart at 82 wounds and just cutting him loose with 90 hit points in the jungle. I think that's fair.
I have 7 wounds currently. So I guess after a full night's rest, I would have 0 wounds.
You would have
level?
0. Yeah.
Done and done. Okay, everyone looks shiny except for Spiegler. What happened to him? We beat the crap out of him. That's what you get for us
fell.
showing up.
That's true. You
Fell.
did get
Oh, he
Full
fell.
total.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He does that a
He
lot.
did the whole like
he was
gravity
the target.
rotate with the thing. No.
Well, now he's gone off abroad to, explore the irrelevant hexes to help us clear this map once
He's
again.
trying to find a
We
strong
don't call
enough
them
tree to
broads
relocate
anymore,
his
Jeff.
shoulder.
Broad is a very, very deprecating term.
Nope.
Abroad. He's gone abroad. Not it's a couple of dames. It's abroad. Like traveling. You're still kind of new to the show, Doug. You shouldn't really dig at me that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, Star Wars is a ways off. You're just kind of
Tread
little-
lightly, Doug.
as we say up here in Canada. Thin ice and the lake's on fire underneath it. So, guys,
Sorry, my fault's on fire.
I'm just not going to let him let that down. Now, actually, you guys seen those videos where like a SWAT team shows up while the guy is switching?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we'll arrange that for Aiden right now. Only Mounties will come bursting in like on horses in the red,
This
RCMP.
DM, everyone, this DM is serious. Don't F with this campaign. He'll swat you.
Can you imagine just the horse and like the pant leg standing behind Aiden right now and just a hand coming down giving him shit, but very sorry that he entered his home without a warrant, or a
I like to
permit.
see them get up the stairs.
Wait, you do know there's DM police, right?
Never heard of them. Anyway, let's get on with this.
Yep.
I just know we're going to recycle
we
this chat.
inquired about the position of a couple more of the totems, and I think we got a couple more locations.
Yeah, so if you look to 2 squares to the east. This is where you actually explored. So sorry. See the red X, right?
Yep.
Okay, so go through a hex you guys really haven't explored, but just jutted through on the river.
Yep.
Follow that to the east, and when it branches, stay low to the south, and there's 2 hexes that you guys actually did explore.
Oh, there you go. Somebody drew a line. I like it.
Purple.
Oh, there you go.
Purple line.
Yeah.
It's 15 feet away, Jeff.
Purple rain.
I don't think this is to scale.
30 miles east, smartass. Off you go. Niles decides to stay behind. No healing for you. Let's see how you do it.
That's not cool. I decide to wait with
I'm
Niles.
sorry.
It's going to be a very slow game, Jeff.
They're all you imagine Joe listening back. It's just 2 episodes of us dicking around and banter. It's like, what did you get done without me? Oh, we're not leaving without you, man.
Avoid dysentery.
So I vote that we search thoroughly as we go. Instead of going straight, let's open the hex on the way.
Okay. I'll run scout around the party.
You want to go high or you want to go low?
Low.
Take the low road, Jeff, every time.
We're dwarves. I get uncanny. I don't. The uncanny
We may
valley.
not quite be murder hobos, but we're close.
We not have the murder, but we definitely have the hobo.
We're murder hitchhikers. Thank you very much.
Lowbrack is totally a murder hobo.
Jesus, how long were you guys chatting each other up before I got here? You're like just right on top of each other, man.
45 minutes, I think.
Oh, damn. You think you've been wound down by now. You guys are just wound right up. All right.
Caffeine's kicking in, Jeff.
A full day in the future.
Full day in the future?
We need to...
not in the past, you idiot.
we need to address encounter, exploration, and downtime once again. Okay?
Yep.
Encounter mode, we're very familiar with as you guys kick open doors and stuff comes at you. Downtime, you can set yourself to downtime. It basically, but I recently heard a way of it being described, which makes a lot more sense. Encounter is in rounds. Okay? Exploration carries 10-minute to hour intervals. Like gather information or searching a hex or that type of thing, right? And downtime usually deals with a matter of consecutive days. Retraining, building. Make a little bit more sense. Now, in your exploration mode, I believe you guys were kind of on the default search, which halves your movement. And because it halves your movement, our rogue was going stealth, and that allows him, instead of perception, to use his stealth as soon as you guys run into an encounter.
Yes.
Okay. Now, something else. Dropping Detect Magic does not find magical items. You're basically scanning the area for magical auras.
Yes.
Because I was wondering how the dude with the big magical sword that somebody or nobody inherited could hide in the bush when all you gotta do is drop a Detect Magic to find it.
Right?
But... So, digging more into Detect Magic later, we can get into that back in encounter mode. But when you're just walking along, just to be clear, in exploration mode, dropping Detect Magic does not light up items. You're looking for emanations, auras, that kind of thing.
Yep.
So,
illusions.
Unless you guys want to change your tactics or do something new, everyone is searching. You've got Al dropping emanations, stealth. Now, there is something else you can do. It's called, really cool, it's called Follow the Leader. You can have one guy do the rolls and everyone just tags him. So you guys are suddenly, imagine a goblin leading you all stealthily, and the dwarves, for the first time in their freaking lives, all get to go off of his... Yes, yeah.
Just not our style, though, Jeff.
You do realize that this goblin was taught how to be amongst by a
path
dwarf.
as we go because we want to make it easier on the way back.
I have been trying to read more about the rules, and Joe doesn't show. I bet if Joe was here and he suggested you believe him. He'd be like, "Oh, that's great. Let's try it."
Well, there's also the requirement that the ally must be willing to provide assistance. Who says Lowbrack wants to help the dwarves?
All of these things are true.
Yeah, his stealth is rock solid when you guys are busy being a very loud distraction. I'll give him that.
He's like, yeah, I get so many pluses.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm surprised they did that for a
Albert
bonus.
walking through the jungle going, bing, ping,
which is annoying because that spell doesn't make noise. He just walks around going swig, ping, banging his, couple pints in. He's banging his jug like a bell. Ping. Now there's magic here. Oh, there's magic at the end of my jug.
No, he's like the old Roman Catholic when he got the old censer with the big smoke stick. He doesn't need
Bring out your dead.
Yeah, now a censer being an encapsulated metal ball with holes that incense burns out of on a swinging chain, not like a tricorder in Spock,
You're right.
Two very different things.
I don't know. Hey, I had a coworker, a young
I
coworker.
do actually like
"What's
the
a
RP
VCR?"
of that, though.
So-
My ping is I'm holding my mug and I'm just flicking the side of it and listening for the.
Oh no,
Resonance.
dude, I've got it. I got it. You hold up your mug and you say "oogly moogly, ping," as opposed to "poof," right? Really, the first two words are just for show. The casting is all in that final word, right?
That's the one with the intent, Jeff.
That's the one with the intent. Nicely done. Okay, we search. You spend a day, and even though I erased because I thought it was yet another Sunblade swing, Doug showing off his character sheet. Doug keeps us out of the world of dysentery and gives us healthy foods. And, well, the cozy cabin takes care of that, but let's just give the orcs something to do since our survival.
Well, we still
is-
need to eat. The cabin does not provide food.
Yeah, I guess you guys have burned through those rations.
Oh, for sure.
I
But
never
we've
never tied
would've
into them.
salted some
we've been here
pterodactyl.
long enough that we're living off the land.
Well, we can
You know what I
certainly
mean? I
salt some
found the ingredients I
pterodactyl.
need to make my makeshift moonshines. You know what I mean?
The jerky is just for snacks that the elf gave you. It's like extra bonus treats. Okay. So, erecting your cozy cabin once more?
Always.
Okay.
Why would we sleep on the ground?
No, it's fine.
I
So,
sleep
Yeah.
on the roof.
okay. Is there anything you boys wish to discuss amongst yourselves, in character preferably, about how to approach the morrow? Because you know you're encroaching. See how I've connected you to places you've already been?
Yep.
Okay. You're starting to encroach on where do you want to go. Now, if you go northeast, you could just jet through there and get right to the new hex. Or if you go southeast, the low road, you get to explore and open up a brand new hex for your trouble.
Well,
I think we'll do that. I would vote to do that.
I agree.
Okay.
And did we get much information about what exactly type of totem there was over there? We got the location from my friends, but was I there when we found it, or did they find it and tell us about it?
I will recall knowledge with an 11. Did they tell us anything, Jeff?
Yes. They said, we caught a glimpse of a very large reptilian creature guarding a site, some sort of temple. And if there is some kind of post, like the very first one, remember when you guys first came through the portal, there was a post, but it wasn't finished? You guys found your tainted gold, right? So, absorbing all this knowledge, they didn't say there was a post there per se. Flashback, DM correction. They said there's some ruins there with a very large, scaly guardian, and what a great place to put a post, because you guys in your stories and Glug Glug have been telling us that every time you found a post, it was guarded by some kind of creature.
Yep.
Pretty much. Sometimes Taldarian morons that explore, sometimes kick-ass little ninja baboon scaly creatures, sometimes, like whatever, right? So...
Right. So we know we're going to come against some sort of adversary here, lads.
Okay.
And as much as it pains me to regret it, I think discretion may be the better part of valor this time.
No.
Perhaps we can get the drop on it. These things have been flying, lad. Can you imagine not having to climb a tree or sneak up to it when it's on the ground and pin its wing behind its back?
Could be beneficial.
Aye.
That would be handy. Might be even a fun. I've been seeing a couple of things that have been doing that little sneak thing. It's a bit of an unconventional approach to what we normally do, but I give her a little bit of a toss. Hey, Lowbrick!
Yeah.
You try that sneaking. That sneaking thing's been working for you for a while, eh?
I mean, it's literal basic survival instincts. There's something bigger than you. You hide from it.
No,
Less
but
likely to kill you.
yeah, but I have that survival instinct too. But I throw myself at it and then go for the eyes.
And that is where we differ.
I
I
know
care
that.
about living for the next day.
So do I, but I go for the eyes. It's different. It's interesting that we do that way.
That's fair.
Right.
But
We'll try.
I mean, I can show you a couple of, basic-
Muros, you
Hey.
remember when we were in that wee magic shop back in Breach Hill?
Yeah.
And you went and opened that door?
Yeah, and I found the trap.
Aye.
You're welcome. I remember.
What I'm saying, lad, is maybe if you had taken a second to have a good look before you turn the door handle.
But I looked with my back, cousin. That's the part you're failing to notice on this one. I saw it with my back.
That is true. This is. I'm
Yes,
not gonna
it's okay, cousin. You're
You made
smart.
it
You're
this
smart.
far.
You're smart here,
Stumbling
but you're
through
not
it.
smart here. It's fine. That's why we work so well together. It's
You're
great.
too much like Theon sometimes. Walking
Oi.
all willy nilly without a care in the world.
It's not a care. There's cares in the world that I have there. Don't you be toasting us up to the fact there that there's a difference between the two of us, and don't you be smirking us there that your ma loves me more than she loves you. Don't you be tossing that one there against me. That's you, not I.
Well, also, I'm going to say, haven't you noticed that our wee cleric's been giving us nothing but the silent treatment since the last encounter?
I figure it's the dwarvish tongue he's working with
And
there.
I'm figuring he's pissed at us because we're kind of dumb.
Niles is actually just holding up his flask sadly at the orc who's his new friend, and he's like, yep, this is what I have to put up with. This is why I drink. Here, have some. They'll go on for a while. Like, he just kind of nodding and here. There you go. Oh, actually, they gave us orc booze.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Niles is definitely
that's
into
what's got
that.
us talking for sure.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's talking orcish. It comes with the booze.
It's like a potion.
Orcish.
Yeah, there's no magic at all. At all.
Turns you green, and if you don't throw up, what comes out of you sounds like gibberish orc. Yeah.
He's like that tourist that, like, as soon as they go to another country, they start trying to imitate the accent. And so he hangs out with some half orcs and drinks a little bit of orc whiskey, and suddenly he's trying to bring the
Oh,
orcish.
yeah. Actually, Joe has like a side dwarven ancestry feat or something, right? So the beard
Yeah.
starts receding and he starts turning green. He's just like empathically morphic, whoever he hangs out with the most. That'd be kind of cool. He doesn't even know he's a doppelganger. He's just influenced by the people around him.
Doppelganger, kill it!
He's
It's a
got
doppelganger.
the hidden heritage of shapeling.
Yeah.
So, a new day dawns, and we trek off into the bush. Do you want to just speed like blitzkrieg, Axis style, through the hex that you've already covered
No,
and
we'll
get ready
search
to
it. We'll search it.
Or so you want to go low?
Yeah,
again.
go low and we'll clear that hex.
All right.
I think.
No, it's fine. Silly for me.
Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
Done and done. Another day, another bunch of drinking, and another cozy cabin with a lovely fire. The scene draws down to our orc, who, the characters are trying to get to know him. Niles actually, starts asking you, like, what got you into, do you have a god? Have you heard the good word, brother? Sorry,
Join my brethren at the bar.
I don't know. I think I'm imitating Joe's lack of role playing quite well. Thank you.
He would offer him a drink to begin with, because that's how his god would
the drink
encourage him.
giving him
Care for
drinks.
another?
Yeah, started like yesterday, man. Like
Drink?
Oh, my cup runneth over.
Oh my.
I'm failing because I don't have the Pantheon written down, and I am a champion, so I do have
Kate?
some religious
you
aspects.
Have you heard of the word of Caden?
Oof.
Cadence as a very strong word. Here, sample his word.
let's go with what Niles knows. I'm gonna roll a society check for Niles, and I'm gonna roll a religion check for Niles, and this tells me
I actually am good.
what I know and remember about paladins, redeemers, liberators, and champions of the like. So he asks you quietly, if it's not too much trouble. He's curious about, do you have a vocation? Are you a self-proclaimed paladin? Are you a liberator? Are you a redeemer? sneaky way of finding out your alignment, but yeah, it works.
I'm a champion. Yeah.
That's your
I'm
class. That's your job. But do you have like a focus?
Redeemer. I'm definitely a redeemer.
Yeah. Well, I noticed you were very quick to, like branch out, shall we say, from your party and like join us or whatever. There's no redemption for them.
They felt very limiting.
It's good to talk. I think this is the most I've spoken since the campaign started. It's very liberating.
You seem to have really just found yourself. Maybe.
Do I sing too? Why, yes, I do. Niles breaks into a ballad. Day 3. So which way do you guys want to go? Cozy Cabin.
That was an amazing musical piece. I never thought we'd break out into a song and dance like that. Thank God. It was built up inside of me the entire time. Niles, you're the best.
Do you guys see the episode of The Boys where they break out into a musical?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually just finished the season finale today. It's good.
One up behind.
It's a good show. I like it. It's pretty gritty. It's
rude.
pretty
I
gritty.
haven't even watched season 1 of it.
You should watch it. It's good. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's very graphic, very rude, quite up our alley, really. I think it was Ryan that actually put us onto it in the beginning.
Who, what? The Boys?
Yeah, I think it was you. You were the
No,
first one
Amazon, because we all
My
use
favorite
Amazon.
character in the
No, I
show
mean,
is
like you told us. Yeah.
not because he's a good character, but because he has some of the most entertaining scenes.
Who?
The Deep.
Oh,
Season 3.
I don't actually like him. I just
him.
like his scenes.
Season 3 for him.
Remember the
Bless
dog-
his heart.
Can we go back to season 1?
Yeah, no, don't spoil it.
You want me?
Do not spoil it for
The
Aiden
season-
because he will watch it.
Wait,
Yeah,
you haven't seen season 1?
He hasn't seen any of it.
I haven't seen any of it.
Oh my God! Oh my!
See,
thank you.
that's what
Thank
you should have been
thank
talking
you,
about
thank
in
you.
early
Amazon
chat.
Prime, they are writing us a check for
That's
this
true story.
whole
Anyways, guys,
routine, right?
back to
Yeah.
the jungle.
On track.
Jungle Book it. Sorry.
Do we get licensing kickbacks?
No, singing is encouraged in this podcast. So down low, and now you guys spend the day clearing and searching the hex where your intel has led you. Can I have some survival checks to make sure that we are on track, to make sure that we've not wandered from our survivalists?
28.
29.
Bastard.
In the tower?
How's it feel?
In the tower? Because you don't know if you're lost, right?
All right. I hope this isn't that much worse. Maybe it's better.
It's tower time. We got to start the show with like a bunch of perception and relevant skill checks. Going in the tower, I'll take note, and then
Opening time.
yeah. Miros, hit the tower, man.
I
Bam!
still have Jungle Boogie stuck in my head.
I'm not uncommon to making a hole where there was not one in stone before. So hit the tower. It's cool. I move towards its tower.
Yeah, you pick up your survival dice.
Throw it in the
check
dice
and
tower in the
put it
bottom corner.
dice tower.
Oh, go throw it
And
in the tower.
It becomes a DM secret wall.
Sorry, I'm thinking I'm seeing a tower.
Hello, Joe. Joe, they're falling apart without you, buddy. You got to get your ass in here.
No, dice tower, not
Dice
just
tower.
tower. Because we have fantasy towers that we can actually go. We have several.
Yeah, we've what 5 we've encountered so far in the jungle. Okay, moving on. Guess what you find? Huh?
A tree.
A stick.
No, another generic
totem.
another generic map.
Ow! As it rotated 90 degrees.
No, it's a new one.
Okay, yeah, now this is a new
The
generic
ruined
map.
temple. Oh, and it loaded. Yes. Unity is so much better than the classic now.
Pretty.
I am having trouble, like without dropping minis, seeing it on mine. Little bracket is bush. Miros, you're still a frog. Is that a thing?
Not now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I mean, it is a thing though, but not
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, wait, yeah, 100%. But
He
not
could go
now.
frog any moment. I'm just gonna keep the mini for now. It's green.
All right, so are we going with we're sneaking in, or are you just rolling up? I'm gonna follow Lobrak.
if you guys do the follow
Lolbrecht
the
is
leader
ranged
thing.
out.
But
Moros
that's
is
not
like
searching a
next-
hex, right? Like if you guys play follow the leader, you're not exactly. I don't know if you can search as well as you know.
I would imagine that when we're actually at range, Lolbrecht is actually probably quite far away from the group, and then Moros is probably mid-range to the group, and then the core of the group is actually like.
If you're following a road and you know where it's going, follow leader stealth so we don't get seen by bandits, great. But if you're trying to like clear jungle hexes, then you guys will end up kind of doing that spearhead, not really open up a hex kind of thing by following the leader. So
Just from here, how much do we have to search the hex to find this place?
well, you do a
It's
day.
basically-
You do a day, right? And ta-da, you know, search for a day.
So locate it.
Yeah.
Wait till an appropriate time to approach. I don't know. Maybe we should scout it a bit.
Well, let's
Find out exactly what we're dealing with.
Let's get into it. Oh, I will say on Joe's behalf, okay, I listened back to the episode where you guys leveled last, and then tracked every encounter, dug into the resource books on Fantasy Grounds Unity, pulled them, dropped in the XP counter, and you guys actually have legitimate XP. If you check your characters, that's how far.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember seeing you do that last week. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah.
For the listening audience, we were at 430 out of 1,000.
Yeah, should have stayed with milestones, but you know what? Too bad. Talked me into it. Not only did I, according to the milestones, leveled you early. You know, 5 players makes things easy. 6 makes things ridiculously easy. 3 players is why everyone was going with free archetypes. Once again, bamboozled by my own crew, but it's fine. I will catch up to what they know. I mean, it's only fitting. I am the GM. Wah, wah. So, I am curious. When you guys roll up, you know, you actually are on like the edge of the bush line here.
Okay.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you guys want to see what you can see and know what you can know?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Oh, Matt ran off. Oh no.
No, he's there. He just drank a potion. It was supposed to be a vitality, but turns out it was invisibility.
Actually, don't you guys actually have
Some potions?
Yeah,
We do
like
have
Invisibility?
potions.
Yeah, I've got
Yeah.
6 of them. That's what was on my.
6?
One of them.
Wait, you too?
Yeah.
What? Amazing!
Yeah, Lobrak sold them to me. Promised me I would never be seen again.
He was telling the most truth. You called those the most truths.
So, did you guys see the actual drop? Like, I can actually drop the description in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you guys tell me what you see? See who's got the best DM voice or GM. I'll give it here.
Crumbling stone temple juts out from where the forest has grown around it. Sinister towers partially collapsed, but once carved in the shapes of grimacing dragons provide support for a cracked wall. A flickering red light pulses within the hollowed central ruined tower.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Oops.
That was not in the description. So if that is the description,
It's
that is
gone now. See,
that
so now it's gone.
perfect.
Oh shit!
I
It's a
love
blink
it.
monster.
Wait, there's a park, there's some children, they're happy. Babies everywhere.
Give me stealth, boys.
Eep. Eep.
Because
In the tower? In the
Wait,
tower?
what do you-
no,
Yeah,
openly. It's going to set your
Open.
initiative. It's going to set your initiative, right?
Okay.
So are we doing the avoid notice and follow the expert?
Yeah. Which should give you
Okay.
guys stealth to open, right?
Yes. So while following the expert, you match their tactic or attempt similar skill checks. Thanks to your allies' assistance, you can add your level as a proficiency bonus to the associated check, even if you're untrained. Additionally, you get a circumstance bonus to your skill checks based on your allies' proficiency. +2 for expert, +3 for master, +4 for legendary.
So these numbers are actually relevant.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm a master, so you all get a +3 and your level as a proficiency bonus plus whatever your base stat
So you're not
is.
using. So you're not. Glug is not using his +11. He's going to use 7 levels and your proficiency of 5. What?
3.
Okay, that's only 10.
It's like it's half of the.
He's actually got better stealth. These guys all seem to have better stealth without following you. I mean, it's a cool system, but it's like these guys all have +10, 11, 12. Maybe let's try and make you feel good. All right, tell you what. Using what's dropped in here, because they are really good.
Oh,
okay.
I should put one.
Glug, what did you get?
23.
Okay. Miros got 27. Glug got 23. Albric got 16. Okay. Lobrak
35.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So it's more useful for characters that don't have any training in the skill.
Do you guys have any training?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Glug and Muros
trained.
do, but
I do.
And I'm very dexterous, so that really leans into it as well, too.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I was saying. It's like, despite these guys must have some edge because it's just like, right. But
We all have high dexterities.
I appreciate, Aiden being our pseudo rules tonight. That's fine. And
Rose gives a little scruff of the head.
despite
You did good.
despite follow the leader, how about you talk about avoid notice?
Yes. Avoid notice. You attempt a stealth check to avoid notice while traveling at half speed. If you have the swift sneak feat, which I do, you can move at full speed rather than half, but you still can't use another exploration activity while you do so. If you have the legendary sneak feat, you can move at full speed and use a second exploration activity. If you're avoiding notice at the start of an encounter, you usually roll a stealth check instead of a perception check, both to determine your initiative and to see if the enemy notices you based on their perception DCs as normal for sneak, regardless of their initiative check results.
Right. So knowing these guys have been following you, you kind of wave them off going, look, you can't do both. You guys don't need to follow the leader. We'll just all avoid notice. Except for Niles, who really needs to follow you. So he's doing follow leader. So Niles will follow you because his no bonus becomes +13 or whatever. So at the top of the order, since we have spotted something rather nasty, and I will describe it in a moment for our listening audience, you guys are encroached on the southern western bottom left corner of the map, and they are recycling the Corruptus Temple map. Directly ahead spearheading us is a broken wall partition with 2 round, well, it looks like a giant buttock, really. 3 steps up and then, a couple crumbling towers here and there.
Just like every buttock I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Crumbling
These sinister towers are partially collapsed, and faces and shapes of grimacing dragons provide support for the cracked walls. But there's more. Curled around near the back of the tower lays a large creature. Maybe even huge, depending if I push that 6 square envelope. Maybe even 8. I'm just looking at the squares like, damn, how many squares do I take up? I'm 3 by 3, so I'm huge, not just large. Huge. A huge creature. And this huge red-scaled reptilian creature is chilling. It's not asleep. It's not upright. It's laying there, just sort of lounging. Eyes are open, sniffing the air, just chilling on an afternoon. Well, glug glug. Yep, that is definite. Like, now your party didn't lay his eyes on this, but as you guys moved, you guys like sent out scouts. Get your little party of 3, you know, like one guy scout. One guy came running back saying he barely avoided detection, gave that description, which we have passed along. Sorry, not red scales, black scales. Allow me to adjust my mini.
It's poison types. Acid.
It's a really, really, really big, large,
Blue eyes, white dragon.
huge. No, it's not a dragon.
Kaiba!
Heart of the cards.
You've activated my trap card.
You nerds.
Yeah.
Pot of
Yeah.
gold. That means I draw 2 cards.
Pot of greed. Thank you
Pot
very
of greed. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, man.
Who's the nerd, Aiden?
much. I was the one not to make a joke about it.
Man, I tell you, that show was so much more hyped than the card game itself. Actually, did you ever see the one, like some of the tournament players? Some of the guys actually get into it? Oh my god.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I had an actual dual disc.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
A what now?
A dual disc.
A dual disc. That's
the
a whole
thing they had
platform on your
strapped to their
arm.
arms.
What
where you
else you
play
put
the
Zodiac
cards. I
in?
actually got one of those growing up.
Like fling Yu-Gi-Oh style kind of shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literal Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. No! There's nothing wrong.
As I look at my Lord of the Rings ring collection.
Or my Magic the Gathering stacks.
Yeah. I know. As
My
my
double
backpacks.
lands. My Maze of Ith. All
There
my
we go.
cards that are so old. And,
my Warhammer mini sitting on the shelf.
There we go.
Yeah.
I like this better. This is better. The wings, however, are like half the size. It has little wings out of a very long serpentine, so it looks more like a sea serpent, right? So
It's
make
toothless.
make the wings like 1/4 the size of the mini, and it does not have little legs and feet. It is all serpentine. No hands, no feet.
All right.
But it does have a very draconic head, very large.
Snake and wings.
Okay. At the top of our order, hiding in the bushes, or all of you believing you're doing rather well, we have Lobrak. Okay? This thing is really close. Like, we're talking, 40, 50 feet. And it's sitting there chilling. You just kind of get to that idea of one more step because we're on the map. It could hear us. It could see us. May or may not smell us. What do you want to do, Lobrak?
Let's see. Well, there's a tree to the right. So I'm actually going to first action crouch down even lower, getting into wolf stance.
Okay.
Second action is going to be moving. Oh, this is probably 20 feet.
Okay.
And continuing to stealth. Or
Okay.
attempt to assist, so. And then just trying to see what else there is. It looks like I noticed that there's a totem, or at least part of the totem.
So as you slip and using that broken wall divider as a bit of cover, covering barely 5 to 10 feet of open ground to the next bush, you slide on in there. Fantasy Grounds, I've clicked on your mini, so now the audience sees very specifically what you see, which is kind of cool. And yes, set in the center of the temple in a recess of a round tower, close to the serpent, but not right beside it, looks to be another dragon pillar. This one, you can see the skull has been painted red, and there are 2 red glowing eyes. Hence my
Okay.
mistake of thinking our guardian also was, because they've been theming stuff.
Right.
So, with a perception. I mean,
In tower.
the map. Well, in tower. Like the map reveals an obvious thing, right? I don't necessarily have to reveal it. It's okay. So 30, right? You listen, you look. You're pretty sure you don't see or hear any other creatures in the immediate vicinity.
Okay.
Because remember, you have run into solitary creatures, but sometimes you run into little packs and a boss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far as you can tell, it's one big bad and one pillar to deal with. But crap, there's a pillar here, so that means gotta commit. Any other actions left for you?
I got one more, so I'm going to make another stealth check and slam up against the kind of one of the outside wall towers to try and get at line of sight of the pillar, and just crunch up against it.
Yeah, those eye beams are a bitch, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we'll make a stealth check, and then that will be my turn.
Okay. The Wonderful World of Fantasy Grounds, unless I subjugate a skill or whatever, it automatically enters monsters onto the chart using the perception/initiative, especially when they're chilling. Next goes our huge dragon-like snake with 34, and it's perception, which means if I wish to, I basically can see, smell, or hear all of you guys, because lower initiative means those are your stealth checks. This thing might be aware of you. Well, I'll tell you this. As one action, it gets up. No, it doesn't have to get up. I'm a snake. I'm already just kind of lying.
That's the great thing about being a snake.
Yeah.
You tell the truth.
I thought I fudged my character sheet somehow, or someone was messing around with it, because I had a bunch of these miscellaneous pluses and skills, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. But Fantasy Grounds did it to me because I took the untrained improvisation feat.
I was gonna say, you've been hanging out with Doug. The guy was messing around with this character sheet midstream the last time I was screwing around.
I was just confused. I'm like, I don't remember adding it.
You're supposed to influence him. He's the new one here, not the other way around.
And I'm just like, why? Because you're right. When you were talking about that stealth, I'm like, why do I have +10? That makes no sense. But it's because untrained improvisation lets me use my full level. It still lists it as being untrained, so I can't do trained skills with it. But instead of only getting half my level, I get my whole level. So hey.
Okay, so stealth checks are against the creature, their perception DC. So the skill DC. So I think that's the 10 plus whatever their perception bonus is. It isn't like first edition where it's comparing rolls.
So why would you? And you're right there, but I'm curious. It's why would they have you roll a stealth check? No, because you're literally. No, hang on. No, you get to use your stealth roll instead of a perception roll to enter combat.
Yes.
So the DCs come and play in a passive way, when you started moving around, right? But to open up, you guys literally subjugate. Here's my rolls. Here's his, and they actually go head to head. Because you're right, you're not wrong, but they're like I said, it does get overwritten by when you guys are in exploration mode, right? You guys, we get to use our stealth rolls when we're doing this, and that is for initiative, which is their initiative and their stealth versus my perception.
So avoid notice. The exploration check is usually roll a stealth check instead of perception check, both to determine your initiative and to see if the enemy notices you.
Right.
Parentheses, based on their perception DCs as normal for sneak, regardless of their initiative check results. So I
flipped it around. I flipped it around in my head. I was thinking, yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Gotcha. Yeah, no. I'm just.
So how do we calculate my DC? My perception DC is my level plus 10.
Plus your perception skill ranks, right?
Yeah. So it's whatever your proficiency is in perception plus your level plus 10.
It does not the sheet doesn't show me like it shows you, right? It just talks about skills,
right?
And perception isn't listed.
So then it's untrained. It's raw.
Oh, here it is. There it is. Sorry, they've moved it. Okay, so my perception is high. It's like 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so DC 25 then?
What about my level?
Plus his level.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was including your level.
Oh yeah. His total perception would include his level in the calculation for it.
Right. So instead of me rolling 34, anybody under 24. Okay, I gotcha. So, spotting Glug at 23, Albric at 16, and Niles at 13.
Oof.
But, you know, Miros, as well as Lobrak, thank you, Aiden, have gone unnoticed for the moment. So, now that we...
Oh, Glug maybe not, because we didn't add his +3 isn't added to these numbers. So Glug is actually a 26. I'm the only... Me and Niles both got spotted.
If he's using his stealth, which might be higher than what I can
which
provide.
is, those guys train stealth way better than what he's providing.
Oh,
with.
okay, I see. I
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Because there's an additional
See,
bonus.
now this is the only thing I don't like about multiple rules lawyers is because if we cover something and I've ruled on it, then somebody goes, oh, and let's this. And honestly, you're just trying to keep us legit,
Help.
Matt. But yeah. But it's like, we're going back. Back. And I'm starting to get comments on this and especially in Star Wars because I'm dealing with so many. So how about this? Okay. We'll say Aiden's our rulers for the night. Now, Matt, what you mentioned adds to, you know, so I'm not poo-pooing what you did, but you know, keep in mind we're trying not to devolve into, you know, everyone show off how they know the rules better than me. So then one day I'll catch up.
I might have missed that. I had to step away for a second.
Yeah. So, okay, Albric, I see, and you are the lead at the moment, and you're 40 feet away. It's really hard moving a large mini because it's hard to track. Now you're 35. Now you're 30. Now you're 25. Now you're 20. I'm just going to go over and down because it's so hard to move this thing. Now you're 15. Anyway, this thing easily snakes over to 15-foot range.
Ooh.
Okay? And then that's its body. Okay? And then whips around, like, comes at you, leaning in. Like, you ever see the basilisk scene in Harry Potter 2? And as it was snaking forward, the head kind of lunges, like leaned out and back, and it was above the ground, the whole neck, right? So its body is where basically the basilisk torso touches the ground. This thing touches the ground. The head is actually leans out further than the mini and has 15-foot reach, as does the tail. Anyway, comes at you, whips the tail around.
Yep.
And attempts to strike at Albric. Reaches out, 15-foot reach tail, and grabs you with, okay, I get 15-foot reach, damage. Anyway, this thing whacks you and gets improved. I have improved grab.
Ooh.
Yes. Somebody look that up for me, because it's not free grab, it's improved grab, so there's probably a difference.
It does make Albert scratch.
Ow!
Take 18 points of damage.
I did.
Yes. And while I have you, right, now I'm assuming because I hit you, I've got you grabbed.
Yep.
With improved grab, I believe I can. Yes, go ahead.
The monster can use grab as a free action triggered by a hit with its initial attack. Monster with improved grab still needs to spend an action to extend the duration for creatures it is already grabbed. So instead of the normal action after hitting a target to try and grab it, it just can do it for free. But it still needs to make the grab or grapple check.
Right. Which I will do.
Probably will.
But
Unless he rolls terribly.
It's my second attack is at -5.
This is true.
But I already have a hold of him, so I'm not so sure. Because I'm not like hitting it, like I'm not, my tail's in a whip where I go, whoosh, and then here's my -5 second, whoosh, right? It's whoosh, wrap around, and then yoink. I'm just wondering if now we apply -5 even to things like Miros' athletics check if he puts them too far down the belt. So just to be safe, I'm gonna err on the side of caution and apply it, but I'm not so sure I need to. But again, I would rather kind of miss than accidentally kill you because I was supposed to put it in there. Okay. However, but I automatically do the damage though, don't I? Because I already have a hold of him. Yeah. So I'm just gonna squeeze you. I'm gonna squeeze you for another 17, sir. And that's me. Smells us. Smell like booze.
Wait, what? So I'm automatically grabbed and I take grab damage?
No, I come forward as an action.
Okay.
I attack you with my tail. Has 15-foot reach at plus 20. Okay.
Yep.
It hits you for 2d6 plus 9 bludgeoning damage plus improved grab. So because I hit you, I get a free grab.
Okay.
Improved grab. Okay, so now I have a hold of you.
Yeah.
As my last action.
Make the athletics check to grab.
Yeah, you got to make the athletics check to make the grab. You don't just get the grab. You have to. You get a free attempt that doesn't cost you an action. But
I thought it was going right. I thought I was going off of the attack of 31.
No, it's a
Athletics check.
Athletics check.
Yeah.
It's a free action, so you don't have to spend an extra action to do it, but you
So
still
big
have
up on that.
Maybe for a character, maybe not a monster, because this dude does not even have athletics. Surely they would give him athletics if that was part of my attack.
And into fools we go.
I'm
does
just
what's it
saying.
Improved.
does,
Improved grab.
in its damage entry is grab listed.
It says
The attack.
tail plus 20, reach 15 feet, damage 2d6 plus 9, bludgeoning plus improved grab.
right.
Okay.
But I do not have the athletics. I don't have the athletic skill. Let me just go to the monster, like the monster in its thing. Hang on a second here. Constrict, 1d6 plus bludgeoning. Okay, so DC 26. Okay, so what happens is, so we're gonna give you 17 back. I got it here. I got it. I get a little bit too reliant on the way combat works. So giving you 17 back, if I gave you 5 back, it'd be 30. Give you 7 back, it would be 28. So it'd be 18. Okay, so Al with only his initial whack, 18 points of damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as my third action, on the module sheet, not in Fantasy Grounds, it has a single action called Constrict. 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning damage, DC 26. So you would make a fort save against me trying to constrict you, and they're because instead of me rolling athletics against you, you are rolling your fort, which is wrestling against.
Right. Okay.
Because I already have a hold of you.
You have a DC.
That's clever because otherwise it'd be like people get confused about he already has a hold of him. Why is he rolling athletics? So they just put
27.
a foot. That beats it by 1. So you do not take an additional 1d6 plus 6 bludgeoning. So it grabs a hold of you, and you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Ouch.
He's just like quartered, halved. Oh, I'm like, oh, I get that. And I mean, that's just how that mechanic of this dude's thing works. Holy crap, that's danger, Will Robinson. Oof.
Something tells me I've royally buggered like this entire encounter. It's like,
No,
I thought
actually-
I knew this.
No, I think you have it right because I'm looking at the actual grab entry.
No, I'm looking at the other things she can do, and it's like, now why the hell does it not say that they'd use this power? Anyway, moving on, it's fine. But anyway, that's not the end of my tricks. However, our trap, okay? Anything comes within 120 feet, Aiden, I get to scan you as a reaction. It doesn't have to be my turn. So I'm still going to do Buddy's perception check to see if he saw you. Do I see you?
This is danger. I'm scared. Actually scared. It's nice knowing you guys.
All right, you just might be the new vintage. It'll be the dragon poop.
I don't see this thing's...
That's okay.
Oh, here we go, 16. So I'm looking at 25. When you moved the second time.
I rolled it in the tower, so I don't know, but it would have been whatever my last stealth check was.
Hang on. Backing up. I got... Okay, so you go bush to bush with a 31. You go bush out of its line of sight to the tower with a 23. I'll reveal this now. So she takes a shot at you, dude.
Okay.
There's something to be said for secret checks, and there's something to be said for the suspense of, like, you know, oh, I screwed it up. You know what I mean? Like, I think we're going to start wavering these a little bit. Anyway, an I-beam comes lashing out at you, sir, and hits you square in the side just before you get cover with a 38.
Oh, before I get cover.
Right? Because, like, when you basically, you're in the bush, you can see it, and as soon as you step out to get that solid cover, or move in the bush and it just, the head turns right into the, boing. I will give you this, though. Concealment. Let's talk about concealment. Flat checks to hit the guy in concealment.
Let's see.
Because I might miss. I see the bush move. I rolled a 3. Oh, that's got to be low enough. Dude, he fries the bush and not you. Because you were, like I said, your last stealth roll had you hidden in that bush. And as you step out and reveal yourself, right? But because you're stepping from cover, like, I could be a bit of a dick, but, like, you see the angle here? He's literally got half a bush in the square and then half a tower. Like, it's so freaking narrow. One could argue cover if not concealment, which would be even worse. So, going with my flat crappy check of 3, I'm going to say this thing lances out at you, and because of so much concealment, normally would hit you but does not. It's like those World War II movies where the guy hits the wall and you see, like, the little powders of bullet, right across the top. Yes.
RP-wise still works, but for the stealth entry, so a failure, which is what I got because I was, close to 10, but not quite there. A telltale sound or other sign gives your position away, though you still remain unseen. You're hidden from the creature throughout your movement and remain so. Critical failure, you're spotted. You're observed by the creature throughout your movement and remain so.
Right. But its perception was 25 to your 23, so you're good. It's my attack would have nailed you with a 38.
Right.
I'm glad you're covering this, but just so we don't confuse the audience.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. No, I just didn't want you thinking that it was the other way around. Okay. A shoot and a miss. Glug. You are up. Albrecht, get ready. You're on deck. No, you're on date. It's date night. She's got you in her coils, buddy. Glug. What do you want to do?
Is moving through friendlies free?
Yes.
Okay.
But she actually no, because I have a hold of him. So you can move through anybody but
yes.
Al.
Right. And can you associate that token with my new character sheet?
What?
That one says Glug, and I'm Glug Rebuild. Is my new character sheet.
This would have been great like an hour ago before we started playing.
It was.
He asked you, like...
As soon as you opened the map. He said, I didn't have it. I don't have it. And it's like, okay, well, we'll do it later. And it's like, but I thought he just like didn't have the the portrait, not the, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I'm running off of your old sheet, right? I actually have the old you in the log. Is that?
Well, this Glug is my old me, right? Not Glug Rebuild, which is what I've been rolling off of.
Okay. Well, you roll off of Mr. Rebuild, and we'll just manual some stuff until I can fix this.
Okay.
Because sorry, I have to too much
10.
Pulling up of crap.
Okay. Well, I'd like to move up to him or her.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. Attack of opportunity from me as you're closing within my reach of my mouth. I got 15-foot reach with my jaws.
Okay. If it's got attack of opportunity, I'll take it.
Okay. So you're back here. You go through Niles. Okay.
Yep.
So anyway, he's standing in difficult terrain. You guys are all in the bushes. So that's 10. That's 20. And that is 30 to get you to
can
there.
I go diagonally?
Yep. That's 30.
Okay,
actually, that's
so
35 because
5. So 5, 10.
Oh,
15.
I see. Okay, sorry. So hang on a second. Let go. Put the mini down. Thank you. Okay. I can't have you cut corners on Al because she has a hold of him. So you got to go straight up to here at least before you start doing any diagonals. Okay? So you've got to go 10, 20. Where do you want to go from here? Diagonally towards her or cut across in front of Al?
Sure. I'd like to get as close to it as I can.
Okay.
If I can't get
what
into
is your
range,
movement? What is your
then
movement?
I will 20.
Okay, so that's one action. Okay, now we're burning your second action.
Okay.
Okay, so burning your second action. Okay, your
All right.
your first diagonal is still 5, difficult terrain, that's 10. Okay, you're sitting pretty here, but now if you move from this spot, you'll provoke. So
I
you
will attack.
could draw your weapon.
You mean I don't have my weapon drawn already?
Jungle is rather dense. If you guys are using survival skills or whatever, walking around with your weapons out.
We knew we were sneaking up on something. So that's fine then. I'll draw my weapon.
You guys were sneaking, and you literally oh, there's a structure, right? Low brack, boom rounds. It sees us, you see it. You know what I mean? Like I know we were in exploration mode, and you knew where you were going, but it's like as soon as you step onto the map, it's encounter mode, and like this thing just senses us.
Okay. Instead, then, knowing that I'd need to do both of those things, instead of doing that, I will not move. I'll stay in there. I will draw my weapon and my shield.
Okay.
If you have BAB of +1 or higher, you may draw your weapon as a free action combined with a regular move.
Sweet. Okay.
There you go. Is there
All
a
right,
feat for
then-
that? No, just anyone
nope,
can. Okay.
Just
Okay.
the requirement BAB +1.
Step up,
Like first.
pull it all out. Okay.
Okay. Then I'd like to, instead of drawing my shield, I'd like to attack it with my last action.
Okay. You have to get to it. Just because my head snakes out doesn't mean you're at its head. Like I have reach, which means I'm reaching over you. You need
Okay.
to get adjacent.
Then I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Let me just make it kind of not quite big enough to like. Maybe I can get the sucker really fill in those 3 squares. There. That's better. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So, putting you back in the beginning. 10, 20. Okay. So basically, that's 15 feet. You've taken 1 action. Okay.
Mhm.
Assuming I saw you. Did I see you? What was your stealth?
He saw me already. He saw
Right.
me
Okay.
before
So
this
you were
started.
okay. So I know you're coming. Okay. So, but you will have concealment or some partial cover if I choose to attack you. Okay. So this is where things get cool. You take your second action, which is movement and pulling weapons, and you're ready to attack. Okay. Not only do I use my attack of opportunity here, it's not with the head. I have a cool ability called 8 coils. Even though I have him wrapped up, okay, I can rotate the coils, pull him in, and still smack somebody else with the same tail.
That's cool.
That's very
That's
cool.
really cool.
And that is what I do. So taking my I'm just taking, like, I've got the little button. They've taken their reactions. Okay. 24.
You hit
That does
me.
not
You
hit.
still have me targeted.
Oh, sorry.
But that would not hit me.
Okay. So it lashes out towards the bushes and, disrupts you, pushes you a bit, but doesn't get through you, bush and armor, and you're good. And it's so attack of opportunity taken and failed. Last action, glug glug. And you are adjacent. You can, lunge out.
28.
28. I mean, there is something. We're so reliant on fantasy grounds. You guys just go, I hit it. Like, at least this way, if you're not targeted, you go, do I hit it? Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Close. What do we got?
19 points of damage.
And you are striking with.
A striking cold iron greatsword.
Nice. Lashing out at the main serpentine body, opening up a decent sized gash, causing it to hiss and in pain. It takes a swipe at you. You move through the bushes, dodging the swipe, and you make her pay. Glug glug. Out of actions. Albrecht.
Yep.
You are grabbed.
Yep.
With improved grab.
Okay, what does improved grab do?
Well, I'm going to put the action on you. Let's get our new rules lawyer to talk about what you can do and what you can't do while said grab is on. And I'm going to make sure that is on your... You're grabbed. Albrecht's grabbed. I'm assuming you could still spells in the whole bit. Like, this system is still pretty forgiving compared to the old one, but tell me if I'm wrong here.
While grabbed, you are held in place by another creature, giving you flat-footed immobilized conditions. If you attempt a manipulate action while being grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 check, or it is lost. Roll the check after spending the action before any effects are applied.
There you go. Now, immobilized doesn't mean you can't move. It means you can't, like, move squares. Just so you know, Matt.
You can't use any action with the move trait.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, just so he knows.
And I can't manipulate anything. I can't
You can.
use
You
any items or anything.
You gotta beat 5 on a flat check.
Okay.
So you
What
tell
about
me.
what about like the somatic component of the spell?
Yeah, right. So
Give me a sec. Manipulate. You must physically manipulate an item or make gestures to use an action with this trait. Creatures without a suitable appendage. Let's see.
So basically, like you just said, you tell me what you do, and then before it goes off, you got to hit a DC flat check, raw dice of 5 or higher, which is not that hard. So what do you want to do?
I want to slow it.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
got to hit a DC 5 flat, which is just a D20, right?
Yep.
9.
Okay. Cast slow. Error. What do you mean error?
So
Unable to combat target. Why? Why? I don't exist.
it's letting me.
Oh, it's telling me I can't. There. Now have you got me target? Yeah. Okay. Now you do. Well, let me do the mini. Probably because I changed it last minute. Okay, Al, you've targeted me. You want to do slow?
Yeah.
How many actions is that?
2.
Okay. Now, I'm assuming if my DC to resist the crushing is 26, I'm wondering what you'd need to escape it. Athletics or acrobatics to escape a grab. We'll get Aiden looking up on that. But right now, Al wants to roll Fortitude save
cast
24.
slow.
Yeah. And save 24 versus Elbrick. I fail. So
did.
I am slowed.
You are.
And I lose a single action out of my 3, right?
Yeah, for a minute.
Okay.
And I have another action left.
Okay.
I'm going to spend it to recall knowledge to see if I can figure anything out about this thing. So I'm just going to
Okay.
throw some arcana in the tower.
Arcana, nature, religion, yeah, everything you got. Give us all you got, man.
You want it all?
Yeah.
I know a thing or two about dragons. There you go. That should give you some fun stuff to pull from.
Not necessarily a dragon. I am draconic. Oh, no, okay. Uncommon, evil, huge. Dragon. Interesting kind of dragon. Alright. Well, perhaps if we had a picture, because I do have a name. And if I have a name, you know what that means. We're going to use some crit cards. This is what has a hold of Elbrick.
Cute.
It says dragon.
Yeah. I identify as a red fire engine. Thank you.
Kind of looks more like a lit norm to me. But I thought we were
Naga.
going to-
Now, our rules lawyer called me up the other day and had much to discuss about what's going on, some things that we've slipped or whatever. You know, he didn't want to hurt feelings, especially mine, and had beef with a bunch of stuff that was going on in the show. We cleared stuff up. Now, he's not absent because of that. He's actually at his cottage with wife time. But one thing he talked about is basically one roll does not make me dump everything about the creature on you. You pick something. This is how recall knowledge works. So, success. What would you like to know? Something offensive? Something defensive? Is it a dragon? Yes.
Offensive would be pointing out that the wings are disproportionate to the body and useless.
Can it fly? No.
No.
Something
But again,
defensive
can frogs fly, Mr. Magical Arcane Propulsion? You don't know.
would be where my mind is at right now because I'm coiled up in it.
You want to know what?
Something defensive.
Oh, like pounds per square inch pressure? What? I have to
So,
pee.
anything that could help me in my particular predicament.
How aft am I? I might be wondering how I ended up in this place.
What would help you?
They're extremely ticklish.
Specifically him, mechanically an athletics DC of the creature, but maybe one of its saves or something, or all of its saves are a resistance. I don't know.
Somebody's been talking to Joe.
Oh no, I played a lot of first edition. I'm just running off instinct here.
Cultism, lore, dragon lore, 27 dragon lore. There you go. Specific dragon lore that you have. That actually allows me to tell you more than just basic bullshit. A lawful evil, huge dragon. I have a name. I am smart. I speak. I'm resistant to certain things. Do I have a weakness? No. Do I fly? No. So air superiority might help you. And he takes off his ear. And he's deaf.
Okay, yeah, so I'll pass that knowledge on.
Okay. I wouldn't use acid or poison on it either.
Lads, this one can't fly. If you can get airborne, do so. Oh, and no acid or poison. We've done enough of that in my cabin. Like,
Now, the first thing I told you is I am intelligent and I do talk. Remember that. I literally have a hold of you and you're going, guys, this about the person that has me.
Does it speak
Sure.
Dwarven?
in
No,
Dwarven?
I'm just saying.
In Dwarven?
Who speaks Dwarven? Everybody?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
I don't.
Except for Glug.
I
sorry,
have no
Glug.
idea what you're saying.
Blah, blah, blah.
They do this a lot.
Anytime they start yelling in Dwarven, Glug just covers his
Okay.
face and genitalia. He's like,
So,
it works out.
I don't think you're telling my secrets, but if you're shouting orders, you must be the leader. That would be my next thought. So I have the right person, which unfortunately defaults me to probably the same action. Niles. I've been watching, Joe, and first thing you'd say is, well, are you okay for hit points? I can attack it, or I can heal you right away.
I can survive a little longer, so
All right. Then cast Searing Light. Is it a fiend or undead? He's hoping it's a fiendish dragon, or something akin to that, perhaps. Couldn't hurt to ask.
Never does.
Okay. Now, although there's a ton of knowledge in Matt's head, look out! There's bandits or whatever, like relaying this knowledge or whatever. He could probably get out one or two pieces. It's not like you get the whole spiel at the end of his round because he's going blah 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 slow, dragon black poison no blah blah. Like you know what I mean? Like we'll assume he's prattling on as this goes. Did I manage to target it? Yes, I did. Okay. Up goes, or I should say, out goes the Searing Light. I cast Searing Light.
That's such a soft ballad song. Searing light in my eyes, I feel it tonight.
I have a feeling that I cast the 120 feet, one creature. He shoots a blazing ray of light tinged with holy energy. Makes a ranged spell attack. Ray deals 5d6 damage and doubles to another 5d6 if it's fiend or undead, and he can heighten it. So, does it get a save? I don't think so. I didn't say anything about saving for half because I hit it. So, Eat Spell takes 14 points of damage. And that is Niles. Round 2. Lobrak.
Did he heighten it?
No.
Oh, round 2, I didn't go.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
skipped
we
went to the reaction.
Actually, yeah, sorry. So
I'm like, if
I
we
went
want
to-
to
I
save
went
it up
to
for one
Bloodlust.
really cool
Sorry,
action,
sorry.
I'm cool
So-
down with that.
so
Wait,
before-
Maros is just standing there vibrating.
before Glug even went, Muros, what do you do? Do you trigger my attack of opportunity?
Maybe.
Because I'll happily rewind time inside this round and not
Moros's
miss Glug Glug.
Moros's plan is just to beeline straight towards the totem.
Okay. So you want to go 10. Oh, do you have that nature stride thing where you ignore terrain?
No.
Okay. So 10,
I could have, but I didn't.
20, 25, 35, 45, and 5 is 50. Okay. 50 gets you here. How much movement do you have?
That's what I'm trying to look up here, but it's been a bit since I worked with.
I
Your move
believe
is
it's
40.
I believe you have
40?
40.
I
You're
think
40.
40 sounds right.
Okay, so 50 gets you there, and then you're 55, 65, 70, 75, 80. Oh, dude, you actually get adjacent in 2 moves despite all the Meds terrain. Let's have it. Go Muros, yeah.
Alright. And then I wish to perform an athletics check to try to yeet this totem.
This comes running out of thing.
Like from the bush. There ought to be good. Oh, 22.
Sorry, no.
Nope. Yep.
He
Fair.
pulls a low brack and like hits it like a Muppet. Oof, and too much charging. Oh, this one's anchored in the stone concrete. Oh, it's not dug up in the jungle. This is a stone foundation. Yeah, that's your excuse, right?
Yeah.
Forgot to take that in. Yeah. Okay. Also, you know who didn't get to go this turn because I was just reacting is the trap, and you're in point blank range. Hi there.
It did. Oh, yeah.
It did it as a reaction. Yeah, as a reaction. Now it's my actual turn. Oh, yes. I can shoot at you as a reaction on top of whatever I do in my turn. I have one thing I can do. I'm going to do it. I shoot Miros in the face with an eye beam. Oh, you're so lucky. 22 misses.
Yeah. That's my after image face you shot in the face.
He's up under it and the skull doesn't tilt down enough, like getting under a security cam.
No. It's full sight. It's full like One Punch Man. Just.
And now we're finally at round 2. Lobrak.
Alrighty. That's 5, 10, 15, 25.
Now, reactions reset on your turn, not at the beginning of the round. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Otherwise, it would have shot you. I know, I'm pretty sure it's on your turn. Once you start using them, it's on your turn. Lobrak, okay. So, 5, 10, 15, and then your second would be 25, put you there?
Yes. And
Okay.
then second, 5, 10 puts me flanking with Glug Glug.
Okay. Now, I haven't cleared Bida's turn, so I've used my reaction on Glug Glug, so no attack of opportunity for you.
Yes.
Assuming I better double check that actually. Not much point having reach if you can't use it, so... What's this? Okay. So what do you got for me, Lobrak?
Okay, so I'm flat-footed, so its AC is now 2 lower. Or it's flat-footed to me, and I believe Glug Glug, so its AC is 2 lower to us. And I crouching low, I'm gonna sweep up at it, just trying to really just kind of strike into its scaly flesh.
That's it, lad. Right in the cloaca.
Okay, flat-footed activated.
Wait, that's not a cloaca.
Okay.
Kudos on the flanking, because this is a big creature. Like, he went a long way around, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this thing's 3 squares by 3 squares. Like, he definitely took the long way around. You don't usually see that. Oh, that's a very nice angle. He's got the angle, goes straight through the creature. Nicely done, Aiden.
Let's target and roll.
Target and release.
32.
Oh, you don't have me targeted. Okay. That is a hit.
I thought I had you targeted.
No, I'm having the mini won't target. It's fine. Oh.
Okay.
Do I show up in your combat tracker?
Yes.
Drag your targeting and everything on there and it'll anyway, I've targeted you now, so it'll hold.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and then I will roll the damage.
Damage.
I dropped it directly on token, wasn't rolling, so I'll just roll it in the thing. 15 points, and then sneak attack dice. For another 6, so 21 total points of damage.
And it went to it, because like I said, now they've targeted it. Her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay. So, you guys are all running around. I grab Albric. She looks at him, opens the mouth, hisses. He starts shouting orders in Dwarven, right? Bush moves. Searing light comes my way. I take a whack at an orc. I miss. And all of a sudden, from behind, I hear, yep! Oh, crap! From a dwarf. And then behind me, out of my own temple, they've been laying wards and trying to do my job. This little freaking goblin comes up and whacks me in the... Like, do I have an ass? Do I look at all that snake? I don't know. Somewhere. Below the wings.
Getting a scene from a certain anime in my mind right now.
Yeah. She has a name, and it's just so you get, you know. Where's the orc and the javelins on the wrong enemy? So, all that being said, it says, Bida. Bida doesn't like you spilling secrets. Anyway, I am going to, as a single action, I'm going to try to constrict Albric for 1d6 plus 6.
Wouldn't it had a lisp if its tongue is wrapped around Albric at the moment?
So
No, my tail.
Do I get to fight against that again?
My tail.
Oh, okay.
You're
Flex
three
Right,
counters.
Flex it out with my fortitude
Right.
to
So,
resist the constrict? Is
yes.
that a thing?
Yep. DC 26.
28.
Okay. It squeezes, and his beard bristles.
Oh, you think you've got me, but I got you right where I want you.
And then I'm just going to try and bite your head. Oh, that was a natural 20 for so long. 36, still a critical.
Still a crit. This is going to hurt.
This thing, you get cocky. It leans over with D12s.
Ooh.
Why did they land?
Resolve. There you
Oh,
go.
there it is.
Oh my god.
41 points of damage. As the head just comes up over you, right down on his shoulder.
Oh, help
Well.
me. Help me. Mummy.
Yes.
Grandmummy. I called to my ancestors. Save me from this fate. And my ancestors appeared.
Anyway, reaches over, takes a great big chunk out of Al and his cat. I thought you had a puppy. Pulls away. a huge
yeah.
chunk of
We'll not talk
sorcerer
about that
hat,
right now.
sorcerer beard, right? And does the big seagull glug glug, like swallows it. Not getting that piece of your ass back. And it bends over backwards and looks down at a little goblin and lays its jaws 32. Sorry, -5.
You don't
27.
See, okay.
27. 27. I felt
Yes.
you. And it takes a nip out of our goblin for 14, just to be nice, clever. Muros. You hear
You know what? She can't take that second nip.
Why not?
She failed her constrict. That was one action. Then she critted me. That was her second. She only has 2 actions because she is slow.
Oh, that's right, because I'm slowed. I'm sorry. Apologies, Lowbrack. I lean over and I slowly choke down the gorgeous beard and piece of sorcerer hat as just for flavor as a free action, part of my initial whatever. And we give Lowbrack, there you go, hit points back. Sorry, I'm glad you brought that up. Muros. You hear your cousin cry out in anguish and pain.
I got a solution for this. Don't worry. I got a plan.
Okay.
First, I cast Expeditious Excavation.
Is that a thing?
That's a thing. I do it now.
He's going to turn the ground.
That you were
Cousin,
joking.
I cast spells now.
He casts Phantom Backhoe. Big scooping, you know.
So you remove loose dirt, dust, gravel, sand, and the like, though not solid stone, up to the size of a 5-foot
Not
cube.
solid stone.
Is this solid stone?
Yeah, you're like just said, it's cemented into the floor, dude. Like you're in a temple.
All right. Did they do it all the way down, or did they just do 4 inches like the cheap bastards that the contractors who won the bidding contract
It's in stone. It's not loose.
did? All right. So I'm taking care of all the subgrade below the stone that I see,
Sure.
because I'm assuming that the cheap contractor won this contract and built this temple.
Continue on. I'm just
All
screwing with
right.
you. This was planted in the temple, so obviously they dug a hole, stuck it in like a tree. But
Yep.
it's like blah blah blah, not stone. I'm like, oh, I'm in a stone floor. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not part of the original temple. So
all right.
Yeah,
I'm
it's fine.
I'm going to remove 5 feet of the soil or the dirt around whatever's supporting
so-
supporting it.
You definitely loosen it. How many actions is that?
That's 2.
Okay, anything left?
Yeah, I have a yeet action left.
Go ahead, yeet away.
I give it a full yeet.
I love how he didn't flinch. I'm like, you can't do that. Oh yeah, well, what about the construction, more construction stuff that I don't know? Okay, fine. He out-constructed the DM with physics, sure. No, honestly, it was planted after, like, it's not part of the temple,
Oh, yeah,
so yeah. You have a point.
Oh, that's a good 33.
Oh, let me double check. I don't know.
Ah!
These get harder. The closest
I know.
one is he.
This is why I tried to give myself a plus.
Are you trained, expert, or a master, or legendary in athletics?
Athletics? I am a master.
Oh, you yeet. You yeet so hard.
I can't. My desire is to yeet it towards the crying sounds of my cousin.
Okay.
You're gonna
Yeah.
kill me.
My intent is to save you.
Okay.
The road to hell is paved in good intentions, Ryan.
Dislodging, the destruction of dislodge is an action. Then you'd have to throw it with another action. But
Okay.
but you
All right.
you,
I wield the totem.
you do disable it by hydro pulling
Gotcha.
it like cannon in a summer storm.
Destroying my small back.
You got it in the squat position. And you got it ready.
I'll tell you this: it's not going to shoot
Bend
at
at
you.
the knees.
There's
Bend
a
at the
camera that's
knees.
going to toss. Everyone's just like, and everyone just goes silent for a minute. It's like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, what's that?
Yeah.
Tree be falling.
And the little red eyes go inert, and it does not shoot anybody this round. Glug Glug, you are up. Al, get ready. You're on deck. Glug Glug, what do you want to do?
Okay, I would like to weapon surge, which will give me a +1 to hit.
Oh, do you have to spend an action to maintain the grab?
I think so.
I don't think so. Just constricts. Because I have improved grab.
Grab still needs to spend an action to extend the duration for creatures it has already grabbed.
Oh.
Double checking. Sorry.
I'm on the page.
I
A
may be
monster
let,
with
I may
improved
be
grab.
released if you want to keep that crit.
That's a good trade.
Pick
Good
your poison,
trade.
DM.
That would be meta. Because no,
Yeah, but
because,
those dice have already rolled.
yeah, but think about it. To retract, I have to retract them in order. No hit on Lobrak, last action because of slowed. No crit on you because my first action would have had to been maintain, then squeeze. Like, other DMs would be dicks going, well, I'm going to take the more damage. No. Logically, I would have to maintain because that's what I wanted to do. Try to squeeze and fail. So I owe somebody 40-odd hit points, I believe.
41 hit points. My God. And that chunk comes back out of the throat and reattaches itself to my body.
Oh, and the most like unwet bread sounding way ever is like.
You guys ever play the original Prince of Persia? Whenever he'd fall, and because the guy was narrating his own story, he would be like,
Didn't happen.
"No, that didn't happen," and it would like rewind you to a point.
Yeah.
But of course, Al's going on like he just got his head ripped off. When you're also, oh, what a baby.
So now Al is the narrator of the story because of this incident.
Oh, actually, when it's your turn,
So it goes to one of those like coming of age films. Wait a minute, that's not what happened.
or just embellishing, and somebody doubts you. Okay, here's your.
This is the story. Me telling the story in the tavern.
Yeah, later on, somebody corrects
Yeah,
you,
that
right?
sounds like Albrecht.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
actually-
still gonna shrunk out of me.
It is like, so it got a hold of me, rip my flesh.
The
straight-
serpent grabbed me, tore a huge chunk out of my chest. These guys are in the back saying that did not happen.
No, actually,
It bit his ass. That's all it did. I think he enjoyed
It's,
it.
you don't even need a friend. You'd be like, it took a big chunk out of me, and then you take a drink, and then you said, as I said, it nearly missed me. And then your story just becomes
Where did I leave
inconsistent.
off? Oh yeah, the lizard missed me. Nary even touching me.
Yeah,
Not my ass was the.
wouldn't you be dead? The guy says, "Oh well, it kind of, I got the scars, with the
Wait, you
kit
said it
scars."
just bit your ass off? No.
Glug. What do you want to do?
So
Go slow,
I'm going
saving my ass.
to weapon surge to give me a +1 to attack.
Ooh, okay.
But then I rolled a 3, which gave me a total of 19, which would be a 20 with a +1. So I suspect I did not hit.
You looking for 26, 27, man.
All right. It is its armor class is -2 because I'm flanking, but even still a 20. probably doesn't hit.
I'm flat-footed, so you have a +2 to hit me. It doesn't drop my AC; it just gives you bonuses. Or is it the other way around? Oh, shit,
Those
I don't-
drop its AC
Oh, okay.
to specifically to our attacks, mine and Gluglugs.
So 27 becomes 25, just for the two of you. Just today on weekends, not
Just
on
the two of us
Just the two.
waiting to be green. Just
You
the
can-
two.
you can do this.
If I could borrow force points from another game, I'd roll a force point right now.
You actually, you have what's called a hero
crossover.
point. Doug, you have a hero point which you can use to reroll.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh, I will burn a
But
hero
but
point.
it is my job as GM to warn you that hero point can keep you alive if you dropped into the dying condition and don't stabilize inside of 3 chances.
And you got a high fortune.
And if you die, you can never come back to the show again. But if you want to,
right. Well, okay. Wow. Okay. Don't. GMs usually encourage you to spend those things.
no, really? That's how, I wouldn't do that. It sounds like a dick move. I don't know.
We even
Not
made
my
a
style.
song about it.
Would you sing your do you want to build a snowman song, Doug? I like that.
So much better. So much better.
Would you like to do a web crawl? Would you? Oh man,
I thought it was a hex crawl.
Hex crawl.
Yeah. Would you like to do a hex crawl? Come on, let's go and play. The orc is sleeping on the floor. Just kick him out the door. We must be on our way.
Nice.
I greenlight this. I greenlight this.
It's a bit of a fumble in the opening, but he did stick
We
the
all-
ending with
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, because we were more enamored than
I think he
I'm
said
like, I heard it in your Doug's voice. I'm like, you know what? Great dope.
there you go.
Is it wrong that I want to hear more?
Oh yeah, no, he's got to give us a lyric every week, or I'm going to drain his ass of hero points.
Well, that song is like 20 minutes long, so I'm sure I can keep going with that for a while.
I continually have to go to the washroom, so eventually I'll come up with more lyrics.
You miss, and then what do you do, Glug Glug?
I'll attack again.
Okay, let's keep it on task here.
27.
Okay, now did you use
26.
the next dice down, blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, that's plus 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled much better that
That
time.
will actually hit.
Sweet. Come on, big dice. Not bad. 19 points of damage.
All right. I will slap that in there.
And with my third action, I'm going to raise my shield.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I can't. No, because I burnt my weapon surge. Never mind.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for your honesty. Al,
And I'm done.
still have a hold of you. Because logic dictates, but I still have a hold of you. What do you want to do? Would you like to actually make an athletics check to break free? Aiden, did you find that grab athletics freedom escape thing we were last minute?
Yes, I did a while ago. Shoot. So you can either attempt a check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect, or you can attempt an acrobatics or athletics check instead of using your attack modifier if you choose.
I love it. He wiggles my finger free and goes, what the heck?
I mean, for monks, it's really useful.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's typically against the athletics DC of the creature grabbing you, thievery DC of the creature who tied you up, spell DC for a spell effect, or whatnot.
Well, I'm going to go off of, like, the squishing DC of, like, 26, probably, so. Do you care to try escape on your turn, not mine? I don't have a lot of actions. I got to save them for important things. Somebody restricted how much I can do. It's changed my entire outlook on this combat. Come on, you're all about getting free a minute ago.
Yeah, but I don't know if I can succeed.
I'm gonna start
I have
burning
to roll
actions for you while you decide.
I should try though. I should really try.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Because you know what's
so
gonna
I can
happen?
do acrobatics?
Do you know the other thing we do? We keep rolls. So
Athletics.
You know how we keep rolls for players? That crit's coming. So you get free or I'm gonna bite you. Bite your ass.
23.
Would you like to burn a hero point, reroll, and make 26?
No, because the percentage just doesn't add up. But I had to try just to make you happy, Jeff.
17 or higher.
What?
17 or higher on a D20.
Yeah, 17 or higher.
That's
so
not bad.
it's a 15% chance of hitting it.
Okay.
20? Yeah, 20.
I think someone other than the goblin should be Muros' new disciple. Just saying. What do you got left?
All right, so that was that. Can I do anything else?
He ducks his head under and flexes his brain so he can get his... What else you got? Spell? Flat check? Huh? No?
Perfect. I am going to... here's my roll 20, my flat DC 5 check, and I failed. So I am not going to cast Stone Skin.
I
tried.
It wasn't utter.
I was going to say, you got to state what you're supposed to do first. That's probably why, so the guy doesn't go, I'm not going to cast Cantrip.
I'm going to try, but I'm not going to do it.
Let's have the spell first next time so I don't have fans yelling at me going, oh. Yeah. Okay, that would have been logical. Nice Stone Skin.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Niles has a vision that you're going to get messed up and I should heal later than sooner. So I'm gonna... Like, we're pretty good. This thing hasn't really hit a lot of people, right? You guys are pretty good for hit points? Because as soon as you guys start getting down to half, he starts going...
You took that crit back, yeah.
Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. It's coming. I'm hanging on to it.
It's coming.
It's coming. What we got here? Niles. Niles sacrifice. Vital beacon? 1 minute. Okay. Yes. Yeah, but bless when he gets into bless, it's like a combat. Like he's got to hold it, right?
He has to maintain it, and every round he maintains it, the emanation gets bigger.
Yep.
Let's see. I think we're gonna. He's already cast Searing Light. Ooh, Vampiric Touch. No, I gotta get too close for that. All right. I'm trying to start with the big stuff to like unload, right? Like, heavy hitting, no screwing around, right? Oh, there we go. 10-foot burst, sound burst. Well, deafening it's not going to do much. Harm, I'll get within its reach. Blood Vendetta. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, okay, somebody's got to hurt me. Never mind. Searing Light I only had once. Where's my combat? I got to track these, right? And it all went away. Okay. It's done. Does he not memorize spells? It's so weird the way he's got this set up.
He's a cleric, they're spontaneous. And he's a sorcerer, they're spontaneous.
Oracles are sporacles. Clericals prepare. Yeah, clerics.
Yeah, clerics prepare.
And even
really?
Cheryl's playing a sorcerer, she even like ticks off as it burns slots like you do, right? So
I mean, you could always have him summon Slim Shady.
I was thinking about that, but then he blows him up and stuff. But
Oh man,
I don't want to win this fight for you.
Like that.
Well, you don't have to immediately have him blow up.
Oh no! Like I'll bring him now that a player mentioned him, but I wasn't just gonna win this combat for you. So now that it's been requested, I cast Slim Shady. Slim Shady is on the field, and we're gonna put Slim Shady behind. Hello. To draw some aggro and whack this thing in the, well, let's just say below the wings, right?
Does it get the benefit of the fact that we're flanking, or is it just the two of us?
Just the two of you.
Pieces?
Actually, once it becomes flat-footed, it should, like the flat-footed goes on the creature, so once that happens, he probably will.
I don't think it should.
Well, you're causing me to be flat-footed either against you two specifically, or just suddenly flat-footed and everyone gets to gangbang this thing. Either way, Shady's here with my scimitar. I was going to say spear, but... And misses. Shady, no! Alright.
Specifically us creatures, but if Glug Glug and I shift
that was like when your dog pees on someone else's carpet. You're like, Shady, no!
Oh, yeah. Not on the shag, Shady, not on the shag. Lobrak, you're up. Speaking of people that actually do get flaggy, but there you go.
Alright, first jab coming out. Ooh, I think we're right at the
25. Now, if you hadn't flanked me, that would have missed. So good on you. That hits. Here it comes.
All right, 17 plus another 6.
What
so
are you
20
stabbing me with?
Unarmed attacks. My wolf jaw unarmed attacks.
Okay.
Kind of jabbing up and in with them.
Got his little brass knuckles and his spiky boots from the concert. All right.
Wrong character, not spiky.
I gotta say, I've broken my headset recently, as you can see, but it helps me hear my voice to do voices. So I'm gonna keep it for the moment.
Second attack at a 27.
Yep,
is the hit. And another 19 points of damage.
Okay. Nice, dude.
Dropping her into the critical range of her hit points, or the bottom quarter, as it were.
Sweet. Come on.
And
oh, son.
I had to try.
Okay.
That was a good roll, too.
Okay. Guess what? Now I'm going to drop your ass. Something is doing a lot of damage.
Took my advice, went for the cloaca.
Yep. However, that crit was for you. So if I was going to attack you and everything stayed normal, I would have critted you taking the 41. But since in that subjective amount of time, the aggro has been drawn to a new character, fresh rolls, and the crit evaporates like nothing happens, I believe this is fair. But now with my 2 actions, I'm going to unload on this little shit that's behind me.
Regret.
Here comes the tail.
Oh.
34 with a critical.
You know how he was talking about that crit? Damn.
It was inevitable.
34 points.
Yours was
Oh.
much less than mine.
Yeah.
-5 with the jaws. And a miss. Okay.
Not
I
bad.
hit you and get a hold of you. Lobrak is considered grabbed. Now, before I forget,
Grab a check.
nope.
3.
Because like I said, we just covered it. Doesn't work like a player. The attack
Nice.
modifier grabs, and
Nice.
he's got to go against the DC to free himself instead of maintaining yada yada yada.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
Oh, you guys all have bless still on you. Fuck you guys. What is this?
Well, he's still been doing this the entire time.
You all owe me. Well, that 25 wouldn't have hit. I'm taking back that crit, dude. You had a bless effect on you. You would have missed. I'm taking back some hit points. A 25 would have been 24. Because you guys had bless up and running. Actually, you know what? I'll let you keep it, and that's what he's doing going forward. I will do nothing for the next 2 rounds, and I'll say that he opened with bless, dropped it now, and then did his whatever he was, with my hits. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you guys can keep your bless. Now, I'm dropping the bless off of you now because in these rounds he's blessed, and that's probably better than retconning a crap ton of fun damage and just, let's just film this over because holy shit.
Moving forward.
Yeah, but you guys see what I'm saying? Like I'm pushing down his attacks to these 2 rounds and have him do nothing, and going back and going, oh, you guys kept your blesses because he opened up by going bless, 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 maintain. I'm so pretty, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hopefully you can follow along because obviously I've fallen apart without Joe at my side. He's gonna like, how'd you guys do? We're like, it went smooth. He's gonna ask. He's been a little put out that I've been relying on him as heavily, and you guys have been like stepping up. So I said, dude, we'll go back to what we did before. Joe, last week we covered all this. Give us your lore drop. Give us your rule encouragements. Blah blah blah, and that kind of thing, and get him back into what he does best: role playing. I mean, rule lawyering. So. Al is no longer grabbed, and Lobrak actually is grabbed, and I believe that was it, and she had just finished, which brings us to Miros. Miros.
Last I checked, left off, I had a totem in hand.
Yes, you do.
I do. I was in mid-yeet process.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what roll I need to make to throw
Athletics.
this. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He's a kind man.
And you want to
Yes,
throw
but
it where?
At the dragon.
And how far can you toss? We covered
As
this last
far-
time. You did.
Yeah. As far as I can toss a large humanoid.
You
Oh, actually, a huge humanoid. I am actually trained because I have Titan Mauler. Titan.
The pillar is not that big. The pillar itself
Makes it easier.
is large. It's considered a large creature.
Oh.
So how far can you
that's
toss
fine.
something that's large?
Oh, it depends on scenarios.
This scenario.
Like, the wind.
Stay with
which
us.
way-
This scenario right now.
Okay,
in this
so
moment.
which way is the wind going?
What? Answer the goddamn question, or you skip your turn. I've had enough of you, Doug. What?
I'm looking at it.
What is the average wind speed?
How
Well,
far can you
it's a-
throw a large creature? Answer now. Tick, 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 tick,
Far.
tick. How far?
I'm sorry. Give me a second. Let me bring up Hero Lab for a second.
Okay, we will pause you. Don't worry, you're not going to lose your turn. While he's looking that up, on the other end of the battle, help me, Obi Doug Kenobi. You're my only hope. Doug, What does Glug Glug wish to do after this pole comes down in the vicinity, possibly on a dragon or friends?
I'm gonna whack the dragon.
I will say it does appear. As far as your perceptive is,
And 28.
Okay, that hits.
For 17 points of damage.
Really? Okay.
And then I'm going to attack again. I think I miss. And I will use my last action to raise my shield. Not
Okay.
that I've been very interesting to it.
Okay. So, Muros, what do you got for us?
Oh, whirling throw.
Okay.
So that's what I want to base my throwing capabilities off of.
Sure.
You propel your grabbed or restrained foe a great distance. You can throw a creature up to a distance of 10 feet plus 5 feet times your strength modifier.
What is your strength modifier?
Plus 4.
Okay, so 25 feet. I feel we covered this, but this was a while ago, so you got a
It
25
was the
foot
last encounter where he threw
5
the
feet
pole
plus-
down the pit.
Yeah.
The last pole encounter we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a heat.
Caber toss.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of essentially what we're talking about here. We've made
So-
this official.
It on your turn, this is where you left it because all you did was knock it over. You have a
Yeah,
hold of
we'll
it.
just kind of loosened it up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I can't put it on the other side of you for extra distance. This is where it is. Okay, and you're adjacent. Okay, so you toss, right? 5, 10,
Mhm.
20, 25.
That's 25 from its spot.
Okay, so you're gonna want to run with it.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Steph
Can
actually
I?
do the caber toss.
Can
Yeah,
I
yeah.
run with it?
well, you're gonna want to move. So I'm assuming you're gonna like
Please, thank you.
half movement. Let's say you do the straddling, right?
Sure.
So you go.
So
5,
I have 20 feet.
10,
I have 20 feet of half movement.
Yeah. Now, just to be safe, because I'm
Yeah.
sure someone's gonna rule rules lawyer. So that's okay. I'll give you 10
Fair enough.
feet.
Fair enough.
10 solid feet.
All right.
And
Because
it
I have a movement of 40 in total.
Yeah. Okay. Now we throw and we go
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Mhm.
25.
Yeah.
Maybe the double move. You're gonna squeeze your
I
friends.
have 3 actions, Jeff.
If he
so-
goes
I know.
diagonal
Yeah, let's
twice,
use them all,
like
right?
if he throws it in a slightly different direction,
No, if I can move, throw, right, guys?
Okay. So here's
Is this a thing?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
yeah,
like it's gonna be a bit of a one of those like wee whoa.
yeah,
You I want 25 feet like side to side.
yeah. Okay, so you go 10 feet, and it's gonna fall on the back of her and your friends. You want to go another 10 to get close, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I have reset my reaction. Out comes the tail to strike you.
Okay.
If I hit you,
Have fun.
if I hit you,
Doesn't
this-
the tail have him have
yeah,
eight
and I have this cool ability called 8 coils. Where have you guys? Does anyone listen to anything? Like literally just.
no.
I've
been listening. When it's not your turn, don't start surfing for porn, Doug. Just stay focused on the show. Because they don't. So I really need you two, my new player. Because they never have. I really need somebody to listen to my voice. God damn you all. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes. I'm going to tail slap with my 8 coils ability.
Yeah.
Boom. Natural 1. Great.
Ooh.
So not only do
Critical.
it gets better. Not only
the tables have turned.
It never
Not-
gets better.
not only do I reach out with the tail and miss, I drop Lobrak, and in the momentum, he goes sailing past you, and there's that eye lock moment as you're caber tossing, and he's tumbling, like he literally
This
upside
is-
down passes you. Like, okay.
It's kind of one that's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, what are you doing?
Lobrak.
What are you doing?
Lobrak, as a reaction, reflex save. Would you like to grab an edge? And because you could grab the totem and stop the falling damage, but you'd become part of this Caber missile. And once again,
Absolutely.
Nice.
35.
Lobrak holds a hold of the Caber toss, and where were we? He's moving in, and he tosses. Can I have athletics check to attack?
Certainly. Athletics. Check. Go!
Oh,
27.
Okay, so that wouldn't work because athletics is strength. Like you're it's a missile. Like when you pick up a rock and throw it, it's just basically a ranged, isn't it? So
With whirling throw, it's an athletics check versus.
Is whirling throw
Specifically.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's fine. What happens to the guy at the other end of this throw? He just takes falling damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, technically, it's supposed to be like throwing an enemy.
Yeah, I want to
But-
know. I want to know. So what? The post will take damage, and anything under it will probably take half, right?
Equal to character's strength modifier plus 1d6 per 10 feet you threw it.
Okay, so you threw it 25 feet, so 20. So, sorry, how many? What per 10 feet?
2D.
6? D6?
1d6, yes.
And what was the initial hit? Strength?
Yeah, strength.
Okay, so
bonus.
2d6 plus your strength, Ryan.
2d6 plus 4 plus 4 strength.
So 2d6.
All right. Boom. Oh, the lowest numbers on the die.
Okay.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Yeah,
7
it's
points.
muscles.
Okay, so he lobs it on the dragon. 7 points. It takes 7. The dragon takes half at 3. Okay. And he pins the dragon that goes flat. And Matt, I shit you not, turns into a woman. Has a humanoid form.
Oh, poor wee lassie.
And,
Okay.
And immediately begs for its life.
Well, I know people are going to want to just Coke bottle or ketchup bottle this thing.
And
So
and
badly.
falls unconscious. Like she turns into a humanoid and just like mercy, and her leg is trapped under the caber toss and she falls unconscious on the stairs.
Lobrak slides down the pillar, grabs her head between two hands.
I will try to stop. I would jump in and try to save.
Lobrak, come down. This might be an opportunity to gain some information.
Just making sure you don't want me to do it. It's fine. Okay. Hands off. I'll step off.
He's
And
very
that's why you're the master.
He's very, very upset. He just like this chick outed him a giant dragon head skull that he could like wear as a car. And we will see you all next time. Oh, serious overtime.
Serious.
So can we tie her up, do you think? And
We'll
be
find out
effective or
next
we'll
time.
just sneak
Unconscious
out
and
of it?
helpless, yeah. Tie her up.